Hey, happy Saturday! Today I want to talk to you about how to shift from victim mode and take back your power. But first, before we do that, you have to understand what victim mode is. So let's give a couple scenarios of victim mode. Let's say you started a new job and you know you're just not as quick as you want to be, you're trying to catch on, and people want things from you quickly, and you're trying to catch on, you're trying to get it, and you feel all flustered, and every day you walk home, you leave work, and you just think, oh, am I ever going to learn this? I don't understand. Everybody's so much quicker than me. Okay, so that could be victim mode. Anything where you are putting yourself down, allowing yourself to be disempowered. Another sense of victim mode, let's say that you have experienced a traumatic event and you keep reliving that event over and over and over, no matter how many times you've talked about it and tried to work through it and told yourself, you know, I'm just not going to let that happen again, and what's going on, but in your mind you just keep rehashing it. Well, you know, around victim mode there are feelings. Yes? When you feel like you're not catching on at work fast enough, what are the feelings that come up for you? When you've experienced a traumatic event, what are the feelings that come up for you? Any disempowering situation has feelings attached to it. And when we have those feelings, those are what we tap into. And those are what we say, oh my gosh, you know, I just suck at this. I'm not going to be any good, or I'm worthless. I have no value. Why did this happen to me? And we tend to grab onto that negative feeling. Anger, vengeance, frustration, sadness. Those are things that we think about in victim mode. Depression, angst, anything that has a negative connotation to it, a negative feeling. And you grab onto that negative feeling and you just keep spiraling down. That's victim mode. Okay, so how do we shift from victim mode to taking back your power? Now, let's talk about what does that mean, taking back your power. Taking back your power means exactly that. What are you going to do to feel powerful, to stop that feeling of disempowerment? When you go home at the end of the day and you are chastising yourself because you weren't quick enough at work or you're not catching on, how do you shift from that? When you've experienced a traumatic event and you keep reliving it in your head and it brings on negative feelings or beliefs, how do you shift from that? Well, you know, it's not a simple matter of just saying, I'm not going to think about that anymore, because those feelings keep cropping up. And you want to know a little secret? If you don't deal with the feelings, you will keep attracting more people, places, and events in your life to keep those feelings bubbling up for you, to keep them happening over and over and over again, because it's your higher self tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey, you haven't dealt with this. You keep stuffing your feelings. You keep not paying attention to this. When are you going to deal with it? When are you going to sit down and just really feel through what you're feeling through and let it go? Yeah, letting go is a big piece of it. But it's very difficult to tell someone, just let go. Just stop thinking about it when you have a habit of that feeling. Have you ever realized that you can create a feeling that is a habit? In other words, if you feel down or depressed or sad or angry or vengeful, you can create a habit of that feeling so that you wake up every morning and that's the first thing that you think about, how angry you are, how depressed you are, how frustrated you are, nothing's going your way. Well, how do you shift from that to take back your power so that you feel powerful, so that you feel engaged with life? So that as you're waking up every single morning and your eyes are starting to open and you're thinking about the day to come, you actually realize you're J-O-B. That's your jump out of bed. If you are not jumping out of bed every morning because you're looking forward to the day, perhaps you are in victim mode. And so shifting from victim mode to taking back your power is all about paying attention to the feelings. Now here's the little caveat to that. When we have these feelings, they create a belief in us as well. So for instance, let's take that experience of the new job and you just feel like you're not catching it fast enough, and you have that feelings of not being good enough, not being quick enough. Why did I tell them I could do this job? Well, then you create a belief around that, yes? What was I thinking? I'm not smart enough. I'll never figure this out. And then all it takes is one coworker or your new boss to make a comment and you just blow. Whether you spiral down, you run in the bathroom and you start crying, whatever that is, it's because you have a belief about the feeling, about the event. So when you can recognize the feeling, pay attention to it, give yourself permission to say, how am I feeling right now? And if it's anger, say, well, what am I angry at? Because anger is a surface emotion. There is something below that. You don't just get angry for anger's sake. So pay attention to that. And then when you've pinpointed it, now, what is your belief around that? And this is where the magic starts to happen. When you understand the belief attached to the feeling, you can now change the belief, you can shift the feeling, and you can take back your power. If you need any help with this, if there's something you're struggling with, please click on the link attached to this video, visit my website, and you can get on my calendar. Let's have a 30-minute conversation. Let's find out what is disempowering you and how you can take back your power. In the meantime, this is Nancy Muller saying ciao for now.